What's up, guys? Today we're playing Epic 7, and today is day number 65 in our Noob to Awesome series. Now today we're going in to challenge every boss of Hell Raid. Azmakalis of Cycle is a labyrinth level where you can challenge each boss once a month for great rewards. These fights only take about 10 minutes, and so I'm doing them all in one day. They're not super difficult once you know what you're doing, so let's jump right into the heroes that we're going to use for today's battling. First hero we're using today is Devourer Arahakan. This is the specialty change version of Ras, and as you can see, we have him at a plus 30 for his skill tree. I want you to work on your skill trees when we get that double rune drop, because it's very important to take him from that base 3-star level to a 4 or a 5-star equivalent. Now Ras is very good. You're going to be using him in a lot of content, especially beating up different kinds of bosses and going through Abyss, but you can also utilize him into your PvP and RTA. Now I have him on Aureus, that's going to help protect his team, and we have him on the free HP set, which is good enough for now. We also see he's only at a plus 6. You don't need any skill ups to be doing this, but like I said, long-term project, we're going to be working on his skills. Now, what I like to see out of Ras at this level is something at around 170 to 200 speed. If you're going to utilize him into PvP, you might want him faster, but that's going to be later down the line. We also want him at least 55% effectiveness for this fight, and that's because the bosses have 70% resist. So your maximum chance to land, including your 15% chance inherently to miss any kind of debuff, is going to be 55. Try and work your way up to 90 if you can. That's because we're going to utilize him into expeditions, and we're going to utilize him into Abyss, and so you can set him up later so that you don't have to constantly change all of his gear. Otherwise, Ras is just an OG hero where we're going to soul burn that S2, hopefully land some defense breaks, and add some more damage with our damage dealing units. And next up we have Mercedes. This is the changed Mercedes FDB episode number 3, so keep that in mind. We have her on her brand new artifact, and I'm eventually going to work on skill ups for this. That way she gets more attack and more health, but for right now, this will work just fine. She's also on to the free attack set with no offset. We're going to work on that eventually, and we want to make sure we get her crit up. Any damage dealer that can crit, you want to make sure that you have them on crit damage necklace and try and get at least 80% crit so they're doing the most damage they can most of the time. I want to get her eventually up to 100% while keeping pretty much all the stats the same. I also want to work her into a counter set, but I haven't started farming Banshee yet, so this will work just for right now. Next up, we have specialty change Montmorency. She's going to be our main healer, and as you can see again, she is at a plus 30 skill tree. This is very good. I would say it's a necessary item for Montmorency because she suffers from lack of healing. She's very, very good at removing debuffs, but not as good at healing. I have her on Shamadra's Staff. Amaryllis Rod is best in slot, so if you have one, make sure you get it and put it on Montmorency. It only has to be plus 15, and she's going to be fantastic with that artifact. She is on the free HP set, and you can see these aren't even plus 12 yet. Try and get her at 150 to 200% effect resist, and then everything else is just defense, health, and speed as much as you can. Most of my effect resist gear is on Arrowell, or else we could easily get her up to 200 on just the free gear. I also have her onto her imprint concentration for the extra effect resist, and try and get her up to a plus 15 when you can. The S1 isn't a major deal, but you can have a little bit extra chance to sleep, which can come in clutch. Try and max out her S2 and her S3, again, because she really needs that healing power. And now we come to Commander Lorena, who's our next damage dealer. I've used her in pretty much all of the games so far, all the way through getting up into the end of episode number 4. She is on a skill tree 29. Now her skill tree isn't as good as most, and for the majority of the game so far, I have not had any points into it. But this past weekend, we had a Spirit Altar event, and that's the only time that I farm runes. So I'm almost done with this skill tree to help her reach that maximum potential. She is on a free attack set with Daydream Joker, which is very good for dealing big damage on a lot of PvE battles. This is the artifact I'm going to leave on her pretty much forever because we're going to work her into a C13 auto team once I'm able to farm a decent rage set. I have her at a +6. We eventually want to bring her into a +15, but she's very good because she builds up as time goes on. She self-cycles, but also we can see that she gets increased amount of damage proportional to the target's health, and she has no debuffs. So very good for a lot of things like the Juleeve Council, who you can apply debuffs, or they turn those into buffs. This is one of the heroes that I really like to use, and she's been hard carry through most of the game so far. And the last hero we're using today is Green Azaria. I pulled her through the first select of summons because I knew that I wanted to utilize her into a lot of the content that we have coming up, such as Light Expedition, or even into a lot of these raids. If you have Tamarin, then you can use a team that is Ras, Tamarin, Azaria, Lorena, and they can pretty much auto battle every one of these bosses because you have more than one source of dispel. But because I don't have Tamarin, I really have to lean heavily on Azaria for the S number 3. Now I went ahead and put her on +3 into S3 and +2 on S2, utilizing the friendship number 10, 3 free Molagora. Very important. Don't add in a bunch of Molagora before you hit friendship 10 because I'm not going to be maxing her out. If you did want to invest into her, try and come down to a +4 here. That way you get a 100% chance to land that defense break when you soul burn the S number 1. She does not have to be this fast. This is just leftover gear. What we want is at least 55% effectiveness. That way she can land that debuff and remove buffs from every one of the bosses. Otherwise, anything that you have, defense, HP, speed, those are all going to work. I have her onto this fan just because it's there. Someone has to use it, and I don't have any other artifacts for her. I specifically don't want to put her on Song of Stars because I'm going to utilize her into an auto team for A13, and we don't want to have too many debuffs on that team. Here we go, our very first battle in Hell Raid. Devourer Arahakan is both the easiest as far as requirements, but also as far as difficulty. You can see that he starts with 2 spiders that are adds, and he'll summon 2 more when he does his S3. He will only do the S3 when the adds are dead, so the very first thing you have to do is kill the 2 spiders that are available. Once he does use that S3 and it's on cooldown, this means that he's going to be vulnerable to any kind of damage that you have, which is very important, right? We want to damage the adds, we want to make him vulnerable, and that way we can do lots of damage to the boss.
I'll help you. That must have been painful.
Should we get started? Take this!
I'm ready. My spear will protect everyone. Call. Mercedes,
This fight is going to utilize the team that we've had through episode 1 all the way into episode number 4, and primarily we're going to use Raz to bring along Commander Lorena and do big damage with her single target attacks and the Daydream Joker. You can see right now the boss is starting to take damage because those adds are dead, and now is the time to hit him when he doesn't have those buffs up. She hits so hard that it shouldn't take you more than a few rounds to win. If you can't beat him in 2 rounds, that's not a problem. Once the buffs come back up, kill the adds, and then you'll be able to damage him in that sort of similar cycle. Take care of the spiders, then take care of the boss, and this fight is over.
Take this!
Let's fight together. Call. Mercedes, preparation complete. Obey me. Is it my turn? It's hard, but I won't give up.
All right, let's do this. I hope you're ready.
I'm ready. The spirit of a commander. Ha! Command me. Aha! I will do my best.
If I must fight, take this!
Let's fight together. I'll
Need
leave it
help?
to you. Blaze.
Son of light. Burn!
I'll help you. I will continue my training.
All right, let's do this.
Call. Mercedes, preparation complete. I'll keep going. That must have been painful.
I'll protect you. This won't be an easy fight.
I'm ready.
Today we beat our very first boss in a Hell Raid. Devourer Arahakan is the easiest boss in the Hell Raid, and so people usually start with him. Like all of these bosses, you must beat the boss at least one time before you can teleport them, and every month that I come in and do this now, I'll be able to teleport directly to the boss instead of walking there manually. Some people will want to teleport, kill the boss, and leave, but I'm going to tell you, try and follow this path as best you can. That way you get all of the elite monsters as well. All the elite monsters are going to be able to drop these sap-covered items. This is going to give you even more chance for level 88 gear, also charms, and also galaxy bookmarks. So I like to get as much as I possibly can in each run, that way we can maximize those rewards. So we went to the west here, fought this elite monster, came back, went to the north, killed the boss, and then followed it back around. In a normal month, what I would normally do is I would travel to the boss, come this way, go south, end up west, and then come back until I run out of morale. This will ensure that you get all the rewards possible every single month. Now let's come in and see what I actually got when I stop exploring. Very nice. And oh, so good. 2 galaxy bookmarks, can't beat that at all. We also get a very decent ring, very good. 36 starting, which is really good. And we get a very good level 88 dagger here as well. These are going to come in handy as you're going through and building up a lot of that equipment, especially the first time that you do it. Next up is Secretary Vera. This fight is very similar to Devourer Arahakan, where he summons spiders on his S3. If you use a single target attack against the boss, while there are ads up, then he will counter attack and put a lot of debuffs on you. The goal here is to kill the ads before attacking the boss with those single target attacks. It can take a few rounds of eggs before you get into the rhythm and send them in the next phase. Now Mercedes is really great for this fight. Green Vildrate is also very good for this fight because they both have multi-target and AoE abilities. Just make sure you give them enough damage to one-shot the eggs, and you won't have to worry about them at all.
Preparation complete. Obey me. Obey me. Is it my turn? There I go.
All right, let's do this. Take this!
Here I go. Command me. I'll keep going. It's hard, but I won't give up. The Order of the Shield does not back down.
If I must fight, I hope you're ready.
Let's fight together. I'll help you. That must have been painful. The spirit of a commander.
Should we get started? This won't be an easy fight.
I'm ready. I will continue my training. I will pierce everything! I'll keep going. I will release my power. Blaze! Obey me.
I'll protect you. I hope you're ready.
Let's fight together. My spear will protect everyone. Is it my turn? Be okay. Call. Mercedes, preparation complete. Obey me.
All right, let's do this. Take this!
I'm ready.
Once you've done enough damage to the boss, then he's going to go into phase number
Spirit of
2.
a commander.
From here on out, it's a straight up
I
damage
will do
race.
my best.
Do as much damage as you can to the boss, and don't worry about the ads. The boss will still have some ads, but they don't do
Shall
a
we get
ton,
started?
and it should be a pretty easy
This won't be
fight
an
from
easy
here
fight.
on out.
Let's
Just
fight
keep going
together.
on the
The
boss,
Order of the Shield
all the way
does
through
not back
phase
down.
2, and all the way through phase 3, and you should be good.
I will release my power. Ha! I'll keep going. Here I go.
If I must fight, purifying flame. Burn away the evil.
I will continue my training. All enemies will fall to my spear. Obey me. Command me. Call. Unveil your eye of terror. Is it my turn? It's going to be okay.
I'll protect you.
I will release my power. Obey me. Obey me. I'll help you. Even if it's just a little. I really want to help.
Should we get started? I hope you're ready.
Let me help you. I will do my best. That must have been painful. Call. Mercedes, preparation complete. Obey me. The spirit of a commander.
All right, let's do this. Take this!
I'm ready. Is it my turn? The Order of the Shield does not back down. Command me. Blaze.
Should we get started? This won't be an easy fight.
Let's fight together.
Our second boss in Hell Raid is Secretary Vera, and we even used the same team. What I did for this is I walked directly to the boss, battled him, then came back through until I ran out of morale. In a normal month or every month after that, first time that you beat him, we're going to teleport directly to the boss. We're going to go up to this very first junction here and then go west. This will give you an opportunity to fight an elite monster. Then we're going to come back, go to the north, and then come around this little shoehorn here. This will make sure that we're able to get all of the elites and as much of the loot as we possibly can. So let's go in and see exactly what we're going to get. This is always so much fun because you just don't know what kind of items that you're going to get. There we go. Now we have a level 88 helmet. Every time you beat the boss for the very first time, you're going to get the exact same item. This level 88 helmet is that item for this boss. So as you can see, we didn't get any additional level 88 gear, but we did get an epic artifact charm, which is very, very important. You'll never have enough artifact charms, so any chance I have to get one, that's a good day. Next up, we have Executioner Karkanis. This boss will counterattack if you miss him, or you attack him with a hero that has debuffs. Bring lots of cleanse, and don't hit him with any earth heroes because they have that inherent chance to miss. You need to have at least 2 heroes with area damage to break him out of stealth and prevent him from healing up. Otherwise, pretty easy fight. Just make sure you hit the minions with any hero with debuffs and save your AoE abilities for when he goes into stealth. That way, you can break him out and keep damaging. One note also is Guardians do not break you out of stealth, so you need to hit him with a hero ability as he's in stealth mode.
I will do my best. The spirit of a commander. I will release my power. Obey me. Obey me.
If I must fight.
I'll help you. Here I go. The Order of the Shield does not back down.
I'll protect you.
Command me. Is it my turn? Let me take your pain away. I will continue my training.
All right, let's do this. This won't be an easy fight.
Let's fight together. I will release my power. Ha! I'll keep going. It's going to be okay. My spear will protect everyone. All enemies will fall to my spear. The spirit of a commander. Ha! Obey me.
Should we get started?
You're slow. It's too
Call. Mercedes, preparation complete. Blaze. I will do my best. Here I go. My spear will protect everyone.
Let's go, Executioner Karkanis. This guy is so very interesting. Make sure you do not bring any Earth units, and make sure you have at least 2 AoE abilities. We bring in Ras, we bring in Mercedes, so they get it done. Now we take a very, very direct route all the way east and get up here to the boss, and then backtrack. In a normal month, every month after this, we're going to teleport directly to the boss. We're going to go ahead and fight him, come around to this first junction, go to the north, go to the west, backtrack to the east, and then end right here at the north. That's going to make sure that you have all of your elite monsters. Very good. And here we see 13 sap covered items. So let's see what we get. Wow, very nice. So in this set, we get not only 1, but 2 of our level 88 gear. We also get a Galaxy Bookmark and a Epic Artifact Charm. That is the full haul. So awesome. Now, what we're going to see is that we have yep, there it is. The ring, the Destruction Ring. This is going to be your set item for your first defeat of Karkanis. Then we also see that we got a level 88 piece of gear from one of the other miniature bosses. This one, obviously, we cannot use because it has a flat defense. My number 1 rule is I do not roll anything, ring, necklace, or boots that have a flat stat. So we're going to get rid of that right away. But still, so many good rewards from this boss. And this brings us to Juleeve Council. I think this is one of the hardest fights, and there's a very good chance for RNG here. If you land a debuff on the boss, then he converts that into a buff instead, which can be really problematic, especially if you land something and he turns it into attack buff and hits you super hard. Try to bring heroes without debuffs, or don't use those skills, and make sure that you bring lots of cleanse. This boss has 4 phases. When you damage it enough, then he's going to split into 3 smaller versions. 2 of them are decoys, and 1 is the real one. If you kill the real one, then he'll merge back into the big boss. The smaller version also damages you every single round and takes away your souls, so there's no point in keeping those. Use the souls as best you can for hero skills or guardian damage. The goal here is to get out of the minor phase as soon as possible and keep going, applying damage, but also trying to keep yourself alive.
Let me take your pain away. I will release my power. Ha! The spirit of a commander. All enemies will fall to my spear.
If I must fight, this won't be an easy fight.
Let's fight together. I will do my best. That must have been painful. Call. Mercedes, preparation complete. Unveil your eye of terror.
I'll protect you. Take this!
I'm ready. My spear will protect everyone. Is it my turn?
All right, let's do this. I hope you're ready.
Let's fight together. The Order of the Shield does not back down. Command me. I'll keep going. Here I go.
Should we get started? Son of light. Burn!
My spear will protect everyone. I will release my power.
If I must fight, this won't be an easy fight.
I'm ready. The spirit of a commander. Obey me. I will do my best. It's hard, but I won't give up.
Call. Mercedes, preparation complete.
Aha! Is it my turn? It's going to be okay.
All right, let's do this.
I will continue my training.
Command me. Blaze.
I'll protect you.
I'll help you. That must have been painful.
The spirit of a commander. I will pierce everything. Obey me.
If I must fight, I hope you're ready.
Let's fight together. I will release my power.
Ha! Is it my turn? Even if it's just a little. I really want to help.
My spear will protect everyone.
I'll keep going. Here I go.
Should we get started? No destiny can stop me!
Call. Mercedes, preparation complete. The Order of the Shield does not back down.
All right, let's do this.
I will do my best. That must have been painful.
Command me. Beyond the abyss, to the ends of futility.
If I must fight, take this!
I'm ready. I will continue my training.
I'll keep going. It's hard, but I won't give up.
I will release my power. Obey me. Obey me. Obey me.
Juleeve Council is what I would consider the hardest boss in Hell Raid mode, even harder than the Queen. If you bring in any debuffs, or you get very unlucky in the ad phases and don't find the right ad until the very last one, they can do a ton of damage and you might not recover. In a normal month, we're going to teleport directly to the boss, go west till we get to these first crossroads, go south and west again until we can find this elite monster. Then we're going to backtrack all the way up to the north, go west, and then go east and end up right here in the northeast corner. That's going to give you the maximum chance to get all the rewards. We have 12 boxes, so let's go ahead and see what we get. The boots that we see here, these are going to be the boots that you're going to get for the very first kill, and they are fantastic. 39 equipment score, very, very nice. And you also see we get an epic artifact charm, which is just the icing on the cake for already a very difficult fight, but with great rewards. The very last boss is the Queen. The first hit will hatch the 2 minions. Don't do anything fancy here, just hit her with an X1. Now you don't have to kill the ads, but I like to because there's less chance of something going wrong when you get to the next phase. The big thing here is that you want to remove the buffs from the boss. If she has a greater attack or a greater defense buff, then she's going to land extra attacks on you when it's her turn. You can kill the ads or go straight for the boss, but make sure you're removing the buffs with Ras, or Azaria, or Tamarin, or whoever you bring to this battle.
In full bloom, the Sword of Flowers.
Is it my turn? It's going to be okay.
Should we get started? This won't be an easy fight.
I'm ready. I will continue my training. I will stay by your side. Bloom. On my word.
I'll protect you. Son of Light, burn!
I'll help you. That must have been painful.
Get ready.
the shield does not back down.
All right, let's do this.
As you command. Forever, I pledge myself.
I will do my best. It's hard, but I won't give up.
If I must fight, take this!
Let's fight together. Is it my turn? My spear will protect everyone. Feel my might in the point of my spear.
On my word.
All right, let's do this.
I'll keep going. That must have been painful.
I will stay by your side.
I will continue my training. All enemies will fall to my spear.
Should we get started?
I'll give you a rest. My sword. On my word. In full bloom. The sword of flowers.
I'll help you. It's going to be okay.
I will stay by your side.
I will do my best. Even if it's just a little. I really want to help.
I'll protect you. Help!
Wait for me.
I'll keep going. That must have been painful.
Get ready.
The spirit of a commander. I will pierce everything. I will continue my training.
If I must fight.
As you command. Do you hear me?
Here I go.
Is it my turn? Here I go.
All right, let's do this. Here.
On my way.
My spear will protect everyone.
I will stay by your side. Forever. I pledge myself.
I will do my best. That must have been painful.
Should we get started?
I'll give you a rest. Bloom. Get ready.
The order of the shield does not fight with me. Okay, I'll help you. It's going to be okay.
On my word.
All right, let's do this. I hope you're ready.
I'm ready. My spear will protect everyone.
I will stay by your side.
I'll keep going.
I'll protect you. Take this!
Let's fight together. I will continue my training.
Get ready. In full bloom. The sword of flowers.
If I must fight. This won't be an easy fight.
I'm ready. The spirit of a commander. I will do my best. That must have been painful.
I'll give you a rest. Oath of the White Flower. As you command.
The order of the shield does not back down.
Should we get started? Take this!
Let's fight together.
Once the queen gets to 50%, then she's going to hatch 2 more minions. These adds will counterattack if you hit the boss when she has a buff. Use your heroes to remove the boss buffs and then damage her. When she has buffs, then just attack the bees. And don't forget about your guardian as well. He can remove debuffs from your team when your skills are down. This is very important because if they happen to land a silence onto your healer, that's going to be like a 3-turn silence, and that'll wipe your team. So in that case, make sure that you have that guardian lined up. Make sure you have at least 40 souls to use him, and that'll get you out of a pinch.
I'll help you. Here I go!
Get ready. Forever. I pledge myself.
My spear will protect everyone. Feel my might in the point of my spear! I will continue my training.
All right, let's do this. Yeah.
On my word.
I'll keep going. The spirit of a commander.
I'll give you a rest. Bloom. Get ready. Over here.
I'm ready.
I'll protect you. I hope you're ready.
Let's fight together. The Order of the Shield does not back down. I will pierce everything.
Our last boss in Hell Raid was the Queen. We made some mistakes, but we still got a win. Now, what I do in a typical month is I teleport directly to the boss, finish, and then come down to this T. Now, you can choose to either go east or to go west. Your elite monsters are going to be down here on the southwest corner, the south little junction, the southeast corner, and the east. Now, I choose to go west first and make the U. That's because the hardest monster is going to be right here in the east, this little T frame. And so if I die, if I get all the way here and I die, then I just end my run on the free revive. You can choose to do this one first if you like, but I would rather just auto battle all the way through until I die. Sometimes I win, sometimes I don't, but in the end, it's still going to be a successful run. Now let's see what we get when we finish the Queen. Very nice. Oh, so good. This necklace is the one that you normally get for finishing the Queen for the very first time. And then look at this, 3 galaxy bookmarks. That's almost a full summon for a Moonlight Hero on just one run. Very, very nice. This is something that we really need to do every single month. Come in and make sure we're doing all the bosses to maximize those rewards. Now that we finished our very first month of Hell Raid, you're probably wondering what to do next. We have a Nightmare Mode version here. This costs 2 of your bug charms to get in for each one of the bosses, and it's very difficult. We're just not there yet, right? You need a ton of heroes because you can only use every hero one time, and you need very specific heroes. We've also gotten our main reward for defeating all the bosses this month. You cannot get them again unless they reset Azmakalis of Cycle, for some reason, which they've done a couple of times. But every single time you come in, we're going to have level 88 gear that's going to drop from the bosses. We have random stats and random sets. Some of it can be, whatever, but some of it can be really, really amazing. We're also going to continue to see the artifact charms. We're also going to continue to see those galaxy bookmarks, which is going to be fantastic for coming in and getting those Moonlight Heroes. In one run, I got 3 galaxy bookmarks, which is just amazing. But right now, we're going to go into the shop. There's one thing that we haven't talked about yet, and we're going to go in and visit Alexa. From our landing page here, you see we have an option to go south. When we click on this south, then we have a dead end, but we have Alexa in here. And Alexa has a shop, and inside that shop is where we can spend a lot of our currency that we're getting from doing Hell Raid. Every single month, you're going to get Queen Guard badges that you can buy something in the shop with. Now, there's a lot of cool things, but what I want you to focus on are only the first 4 items. Getting this equipment, this is the reason why we're doing Hell Raid month after month. You need upgrades for heroes that you already have, and you need more gear for heroes that you want to bring up. Making sure that you come in and doing this Hell Raid is going to give you a lot of that foundation to get more and more gear and more heroes into your hero pool. If we look at this chest plate, we see health, defense, speed. Now we're looking at soul weavers, knights, people who want to be really bulky. If it rolls a lot into crit chance, Well, this is going to be perfect for a bruiser, someone who wants to crit and do damage while using health and defense as well. When we look at the weapon, we see that we have attack, speed, crit chance, which is fantastic on like probably 75% of all the heroes in the game, right? But let's say it avoids this attack. Let's say it goes into health and speed and crit chance. Well, now you have another bruiser item. No matter how these two pieces of gear roll, you're going to find someone that uses it. For some of you who have been playing a long time as well, you say, well, I already have these pieces. And that's good. They introduced 2 new pieces. But also don't forget that these are now max starting stats, which means that the pieces that you bought in the past, those did not start at max value, and these pieces will now roll higher than those pieces did. So this is a very good opportunity for you to get another few pieces to fill in those blanks. Now, next up, we have a necklace, and I'm going to say the best necklace in the game. This necklace is fantastic. No matter how this rolls, it's probably one of your top necklaces that you have, right? It's penetration set. So for those of you who are not going into C13 and farming consistently, this is going to be how you really get into that pen set. This is going to make you do a ton more damage. This is something that you can utilize on a Violet, on a Shu, on really anyone who wants to do big damage. If it rolls all into health, again, perfect for Shu. If it rolls all into attack or crit or speed, there's just so many heroes and combinations and varieties that you can utilize this is the whole reason that we need to be doing this whole raid. I'm going to get probably 3. The first 3 items I buy in here are all going to be this necklace. It's that good. And now we come up to the ring. And the ring is sort of interesting. It's in a fact resist ring on a resist set. So something like a Desert Jewel Bazaar, someone who wants to be pretty fast and not get debuffed, really good item for them. Unfortunately though, if it doesn't roll all into speed, you might be a little disappointed. So I would say the necklace is top priority here. If you have a bunch of necklaces or you've been playing for a really long time and you're really not getting the resist rings you like, try this. You can always try and reset it later and roll it again, but most of your effect resist rings are going to come from going in and crafting gear. That way you can get 1, 2, even 3 rolls into speed right away, or you can get 1, 2, 3 rolls into health or defense for whichever hero that you're building. This is what we need to take it to that next level. This is what you need to be able to farm higher and higher content and achieve greater results in PvP. So make sure you're coming in, make sure you're doing Hell Raid. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a like so other people just like you can find it as well. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck on your battles.